to begin.
Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode. This one, if you haven't already noticed, is pretty short. It's like a short and sweet one, as they say, around 20-30 minutes or so. Regardless, I think it's because it's so short, it should be easier to consume, so I really do hope you guys take the time to really listen to it, give me some feedback on it, so on and so forth. But the real reason behind this short episode is I had the opportunity to be on Sergio, he is the host of the Dude from L.A. Podcast. I had the chance to go to his home, sit down with him, and basically just go down a rabbit hole of different topics that, for sure related in terms to cancel culture, to the idea of self-awareness and tribalism, and how, we are all inclined to kind of, put ourselves in these little subgroups, subculture groups, where we ultimately think we best fit in. But again, it's more complicated than that for sure. So I definitely recommend go check out the part 1 of this episode. It's an hour long. You can find it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just search up Dude from Los Angeles Podcast, and you're gonna find episode 90. It's gonna say Eddie Aguirre, which is me. Check it out. I hope you guys, if you decide to check this one out first or decide to check that one out, either way, I hope the information that comes out of there, makes you think a little bit. If it doesn't, if you don't agree with it, that's fine, but I think what I'm ultimately trying to help nourish is the fact that every few days, every few weeks, whatever time frame works for you, just take a time to really challenge your own biases and your own opinions. Even if the information that you're trying to consume doesn't make sense and doesn't relate, and you think it's invalid to you yourself, as a person, I think it's important that we really take the time to challenge those views. Only because at the end of the day, that extra knowledge that you're getting is ultimately making you a more well-rounded person. Your perspective and things kind of shift, and you can read and see things a lot differently. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Check it out. And that's all I can really say about this today. I don't want to spoil anything else. So check it out. I hope you guys enjoy this conversation, and then just jump on to that other episode so you guys can get more of the background of where we kind of left off on that. Moving forward, today's music is brought to you by Pumpgatto with his song S.E.L.A. Drip. You can check him out on SoundCloud. I believe you can find some music on YouTube. He is part of the S.E.L.A. Hip Hop Collective, so if you already know some of the people there, I highly suggest to check him out. Great music. I hope you guys enjoy it. Peace, and I'll catch you guys in a few days. We got a new episode coming out also with the S.E.L.A. Podcast, so just stay tuned, stay safe, and stay cool.
S.E.L.A. drip and every drip. Don't hit on my line unless it's big. Making pound moves all week, that's overtime. Rolling on my sleeve, I'm working all this overtime. Sonic boom like projectiles when I flex out. If you wanna cross me in peace, you can best snap. Microphone's my better half, it makes me feel like Mega Man. Shoot your shots at me now, those are hits you'll never land. Long reach, cause I'm fat but also slender, man. Catch yourself with bitter thoughts, you'll never be a better man. Throw you in a litter box, you're someone that I'm better than. Pumpgatto is the name and you best remember that. Hip-hop is a pissing match and I know I got competition. Throw me in the dark, I ain't tripping with this Gatto vision. Instrumentals, I'm on your like Garfield on lasagna night. My people lay behind me, they to my left and on my right. I got the S.E.L.A. dripping if you drip. Don't hit on my line unless it's big. Making power moves all week, that's overtime. Rolling on my sleeve, I'm working all this overtime. Got the S.E.L.A. dripping every drip. Don't hit up my line unless it's big. Making power moves all week, that's overtime. Rolling on my sleeve, I'm working all this overtime.
Said you can hate, but I'm refusing all labels though. How you gonna hate me when my love is unbreakable? I'm breaking through these chains of mental slavery. I'm making my way because of all of the people that made a way for me. Did you know the niggas yelling, wait for me? Hate to be the niggas living fast. I pace myself and move patiently. They tell me I'm ungrateful, but I'm gracefully and gratefully embracing.
Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to the Social Primate. Today's a different episode, and this is a weird one because today I met up with Sergio. He's the host of the Dude from L.A. Podcast, and basically you invited me to your house. We did your episode. We did this episode that we're actually gonna, present right now, and I think it's cool. I've never done one of these, so that's why I was like, "Do you want to cross over?" But that's not the point. The whole point is that it's for one of my first times doing something like this, so I think it's kind of cool that I got to experience it and dude, I really enjoyed the conversation we had. Like, I think, like, we could keep going and going, you know?
Yeah.
You know, but, I mean...
Oh, can I jump in now?
Yeah, go ahead, jump in.
All right,
Like,
cool.
This is both of us right here.
Dude, that's cool, man. Yeah, because you got some music that plays usually.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, like, this
The ice cream
truck.
truck, got to tag them later on.
For sure.
They got support them.
Yeah.
No, I mean, no, for the most part, I do that introduction, like, on my own time. Because I usually do it after I had a chance to kind of listen to the episodes and really get the gist of what it was about.
For sure.
But, you know, for the most part, I think it's cool. I'm glad that this happened. I've been listening to your podcast for, like, the last maybe 3 months, like, episodes here and there. And
No way, man.
Yeah, you know.
Sorry.
No, it's
I'm sorry. You've been subjecting your fucking consciousness to
No, it's been good, dude. Yeah. That's why, you know, I like having conversations with people who are very open-minded to just kind of, like, discuss things for the sake of discussing, you know?
Definitely.
You're not trying to offend anybody. You're not trying to, like,
I hope
sell
people don't
something
get
to somebody.
that.
Yeah, you know, that's what I want. I don't want people to get the idea that we're trying to push some sort of ideology, you know?
Yeah.
When I'm just really just trying to have a conversation with people. You know?
Yeah, not have an ideology, but challenge ideas.
Yeah.
And I think that's fun. I think
Yeah.
that's fun to just sit and argue and you know, learn.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and you know, like that's why we're both here, you know.
I think so, man.
I was like excited when I was like, damn, hell yeah, we're gonna do this.
Yeah,
you know,
same,
and
bro.
you know, I'm glad it happened.
Yeah, because I've been listening to your stuff too, and I was like, all right, well, this dude sounds like I like, you know, we probably would get along and stuff, you know, probably has the same, we would most likely have a similar take on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because of the questioning, you know, a lot of people just, I hear their influences.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so I'll hear like an influence. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Well, I've heard that take before. Mm-hmm. So it's just, yeah, man, it's good. I like how you just keep attacking and wanting to break things down, and it's great interviews, man.
No, yeah, I love doing it too. I think that's why I enjoy podcasting. I know sometimes people podcast just for the sake of, you know, just doing it, and you know, that's fucking cool. Yeah, you know, me personally, I like listening to things that kind of challenge my biases or my opinions, and where I listen to something and I'm like, this guy's what is this guy saying? Yeah, you know. But then I start like, okay, why is he saying this type of thing? And I think that's where we went into the conversation, just really trying to figure out where is this coming from. Yeah, like this might turn some people off, but I listen to KCRW, right, which is like the liberal version of radio.
It's great, but
I also listen sometimes to AM radio.
Right.
And then AM radio, there's this station, I forgot the name of it, but Ben Shapiro shows there, and like this other...
I love Ben Shapiro.
You know, great stuff to say, you know?
Yeah.
Stuff you question, like, okay, guy, calm down.
All right.
You know, but for the most part, I listen to both sides. Uh-huh. You know, sometimes they're saying some gnarly shit on the station where Ben Shapiro hosts his show, because there's other shows on there.
Right.
But at the same time, you see KCRW, you see how they're very left-leaning type of thing, and you're like, okay, I'm seeing how this side thinks, I'm seeing how this side thinks.
Right.
Now I can build my, you know, ideas around it a little better.
Definitely. I would say I like to see those, to see how this side paints the picture and how this side paints the picture.
Yeah.
And then most likely it's somewhere weirdly in the middle. You know, man, I started, as I got a little bit older, and I just, either through reading and just watching a lot of things, you end up kind of gaining your own perspective and your own, you know, like your own take. Yeah. And sometimes, I mean, I listen to Ben Shapiro. Who else do I listen to that's kind of on the right? I saw people that they'd attribute to on the right. A lot of like Colin Noir, that homeboy. Yeah. But because I love guns, and I think that's fucking cool.
Yeah, right. Like the culture of it.
Yeah, the culture of it. I think that's cool. And then. But my take has always been like, shit, when I got my gun, I thought it was like the easiest fucking thing on the planet. Maybe it should be a little bit harder.
Yeah, to get, right?
I was like, you know what? They don't fucking, you know, even like driving a car is fucking hard you have to take a test and then you have to learn how to do it. And I just wanted more instruction. I had to fucking learn how to clean it on YouTube, you know?
Damn.
Yeah, and I didn't get I didn't get a Glock, you know? I got like a fucking hunting rifle because I was going to go hunt pigs. Yeah. And that didn't happen, but, you know, it'll happen eventually.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Yeah, but now it's just like, it's a fucking, it just kicks like a mule, and it's like whatever. But I do understand those sentiments on the gun side. And then I do understand the sentiments on the other side.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
yeah, and you only get that if you fucking listen to both people.
Exactly. Yeah. And now there is people who say, "Oh, you're a centrist," and you're like, and that because you're a centrist, you're technically right.
Man, they're full of shit.
Yeah, it's like, come on, like
they just want to push you in a certain way.
Which I think is funny because like
you're with them.
Yeah, like I don't know too much about this particular culture, but I do know about the yin and yang, right? And the yin and yang, if people know what it is, it's basically like a circle. One half, kind of like a half, is black, one is white.
Yeah.
But within both of those, there's a little bit of the opposite.
That's right.
So it's like that's how life is, you know. It's a little bit. It's about acknowledging what you are, understanding that you are capable of doing those things, and understanding that you make the choice not to do those things.
Yeah.
So that's a whole different ideology. Like, okay, you're self-aware.
Exactly.
You know? But
most people don't do horrible things. Otherwise, it'd be fucking.
They do shitty things, maybe.
Yeah, they do shitty things. Yeah. You know, it's. You are kind of locked to your freaking biology at least a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, people for the most part don't run red lights consistently. That's a real thing.
Exactly, or run around with a knife, or for the most part.
Yeah. So it's good.
I think a lot of people when you tell them like, but I think a lot of us are aware that we are all on the verge of being able to take a life if push comes to shove.
Yeah.
If somebody comes into your house and they're hurting somebody that you love,
yeah.
Like what are you gonna do?
No question.
There's no question. Without a doubt. Yeah. But what is it? It takes a certain thing to push you over that edge.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you are capable of doing that if it came down to it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of things that you end up learning about that are uncomfortable, but that you will put yourself like, oh well, I like eggs, so I'll have some chickens.
Yeah.
That kind of a thing. Or there is some chickens and your grandma made the choice to fucking kill the damn thing and then serve it to you for dinner.
Yeah. That's where that's where I don't think a lot of people want to really. I don't think they don't want to. I think they're just hesitant to do it.
For sure.
Because they don't want to be on the wrong side.
Yeah. Because it feels like you're being a shitty person and you don't want to be a bad person.
Yeah, you don't want to be labeled as a bad person. You definitely want to be on the side where people make you like, oh, you're inclusive. You're included in our little group. You know,
how
you can't
nice
sit with
is
us.
That person. You got to get better friends. I think that's what it is.
Exactly.
They'll kick you out for dumb shit.
Yeah,
dude. If my high school friends would kick me out for dumb shit, I would have been out of that group since 20 minutes after I met them. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've had the same friends since high school. And it's because of that. Because we just, that's just your friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've known each other. We love each other no matter what. Right?
Yeah. I mean, for sure,
If only we could see that with everybody, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like something you got to think, like, with your friends, you're at this point of comfort where you're able to call somebody out, like, all right, dude, what are you doing? You're doing something stupid right now. Yeah. But at the same time, like, a lot of us think that it's okay to just kind of say that to anybody, when you don't even know this person, you don't know where they're coming from. Yeah. And I think, again, I don't want to rephrase everything we talked about on the podcast I did with you.
Right. No, this is your show. Damn, I'm a fucking social primate.
Damn, dude, yeah. Again, thank you, man. I really do hope the conversation that people follow up with this, or not follow up, but listen to continuing this, I think they really enjoy it, because I don't want them to think. My biggest thing is that when I bring somebody on the podcast, I don't want them to think that the conversations we're having ultimately summarize who you are, right? My guests, So I like really to, in a sense, kind of take ownership of what is said on the podcast, because I don't want somebody else to be affected by something that I decided that I wanted to understand.
Oh, that's interesting. That's very nice, man.
Yeah,
it's very nice of you.
I'll take it. Cancel me.
Yeah. No, because you don't want to ask somebody a question and then they're known for that. That makes sense.
Yeah, right. Because
super cool.
You're put in a position where you don't really know what to answer all the time. And you're like, or you just kind of answer and. People take it weird.
For sure.
But again, for the most part, I like making sure that people understand that these conversations are coming directly from me and not from a place of ignorance, but out of curiosity.
Definitely.
And I think, like we mentioned, is like if you're not really asking questions, you're really letting other forms of society control what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, and there's no fun in that.
Damn,
you know?
so what are your questions, man?
I mean, I have a lot of questions, man.
What
Every
questions
time,
you got?
like for
Worried.
example, like you're worried.
Yeah, I'm a little scared.
I mean, what is truth? Like that's one of the questions I have. Like, what is real truth? Like, truth can be completely biased, you know, because
Yeah, it's definitely all bias.
yeah, you know, so like
Because you could be a sociopath, and then just the truth is whatever comes out of your face.
exactly. So like,
Yeah.
how
But
can you?
there's some real objective truth.
There's
I mean,
there's objective truth for
Yeah.
sure. Like there's, I mean, it's objective to our reality here on Earth, but whatever goes up comes down. You know, gravity. That's a natural law of physics. You know.
Yeah.
So unless you go to space, this is a whole different thing. But
it's a different truth, though. So then it's not real truth. Hey, dang.
oh fuck, you caught me in my line.
Yeah, we're going down the philosophical fucking. I mean, it you know, when you have people like you have philosophers like David Hume talking about like the social contracts and how you just people just do shit because society tells them that that's what you're supposed to do, and then that's the truth.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You just go with it because that's the truth. So
Yeah.
don't think about it too much.
I think it's funny that you brought that up because the same thing, like everything we know, like people are like, oh, you got to break out of your social norms, you got to deconstruct what you were taught, which is completely valid because I understand that a lot of
things. Yeah.
It's important because for me, there wasn't this point till I didn't hit this point until I was like maybe my sophomore year in high school, and I kept thinking like, why do I continuously keep reading about white poets, white authors, so on and so forth?
Why is Robert Frost the dude that I fucking...
That's what I was just thinking about.
Because he's the guy.
Yeah.
Nobody else... But nobody's looking at fucking Ferdowsi in the Conference of the Birds and fucking talking about Iranian poetry, which were the most badasses because they used to fucking do it for days.
Yeah.
Fuck spoken word, you know, like
Yeah.
you motherfuckers just scream at you about like fucking I don't know some upset shit, whatever. I used to do a little spoken word, but that's how you know it's a little bit of bullshit, right? But you know, like fucking legit Iranian poetry that they would do it for days in Isfahan and Shiraz is fucking wonderful, man. Like this is like hip hop for fucking like the original Coachellas, and yet their culture is demonized to fucking they are crazy religious.
Exactly. I mean, again, it's...
Sorry, but that's a hard derail too. But yes, poetry. Yes, why do we only know?
Yeah, that's what I question. I question why the movies didn't reflect my experiences were.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that I haven't had those thoughts. I definitely have, and I've learned how to appreciate the arts of my own culture. I've tried my best to reconnect with that culture.
Yeah. Federico Garcia Lorca.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, shit like that.
And you know, and it wasn't... at some point in my life, I still, at some points in my life, still feel really disconnected from my heritage, from my culture. You know, because I'm a first generation American citizen here, Mexican American. Yeah. And it's like, okay, you're kind of stuck in both worlds. Like, am I more American? But if I go to Mexico, I'm definitely American.
Yeah.
If I'm here, I'm labeled as a Mexican. Yeah. So it's like...
you got to be comfortable with that, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you got to weirdly be... You got to be
embracing it, and you got to embrace it and go with it, go with the flow, you know. Yeah. And I think it was really important when I came to those realizations because it really opened up my mind to different aspects. But then, what happened after I started questioning that? I was like, oh shit, I can even question those things. And at the end of the day, like you realize that everything that we do know as a human species right now, they're all social constructs. Yeah. You know, like somebody decided that this was the way to live. And now, if we question it, we're like, no, you're wrong. You're crazy. You know, it's like, nah, like.
There's a chart like with like people from Spanish descent in Mexico that they would have like, oh, if this person mixed with this person, they're this, and then it would just broke down like 23 different freaking ways.
Oh shit!
For like a racial freaking stratification, right? And that fucking, I remember seeing that chart and it just freaked me the fuck out because it's like, god damn, like that they were scientists with how they with what the fuck? What word am I trying to with how they were prejudiced against different people. You know, as you went down, you're able to throw more prejudice at them. You know, like almost like sprinkling fucking salt on a fucking steak. Like here's a little more because you're fucking third level.
That's a good example.
Yeah, but it seems weird how we do that to people it's terrible, man. It's terrible. It's all Damn. How
Yeah,
did
I mean,
go down
I
that
think
road?
at the end of the day, there's a lot of separation going on,
Yeah.
and I think like.
But you have a right to question
Yeah,
why the fuck that exists. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I think that's
Without
where I was
having, as long as you're not hurting anybody, like as long as you're not inflicting pain or like whatever it is you want to call like to this person, like this negative attribute towards them, like why not question things?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like, why not? Doesn't mean that I'm for it. It just means that I want to understand more. You know, and what's that saying? Knowledge is power, which I also have questioned before. You know, so it's like
That is. It definitely is. Because you see you hang out with certain people that you see they only have a certain level of bandwidth. Like I think they're only going to understand so much, and that's frustrating. You're like, fuck, man. Is stupidity like part of this thing? Is that wrong? Like, can we just say? Is it wrong to say now that some people are stupid?
Nah, I don't think it's wrong. I
Or
think
some
it should be
people
wrong.
can't learn, or they just some people are limited.
Some people are limited. I don't want to sound like
Yeah.
I'm trying to apologize or anything, but I do think there is stupid people.
Yeah.
You know, and not because they're some sort of way disabled or anything.
No.
It's just they really do like the ability to either comprehend, like, or deny the fact that these things can be proven to be, I guess, facts or not objective facts, but facts. You know,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like you refuse to do it. So I think that really just makes you, unfortunately, stupid, man.
Yeah,
you know?
man, you might be dumb, dude.
Yeah, you know, it's like, come on, like, I think we are also ice cream
truck is going to be the,
Dude, he's
the
hustling.
nuttiest thing.
He's hustling. Give
That's
him a
funny
shout
that
out.
you said that,
Yeah.
that you would shout him out, but it's a fucking ice cream truck. Imagine if ice cream trucks had Instagrams, because I know that there's we know somebody that you can. What is it for Nieves? Like, you know, freaking hand scoop, like the Nieve de Limon, Nieve de Vainilla. They will come to your house as long as you order more than $10.
Oh,
More
for
than
real?
$10, yeah. And they're fucking great. They're great. So
Like
after
they'll
a
come
while,
to your house like every other day type of thing?
no, they'll just come to your house. Like, you know what? Like, are you free?
Yeah.
Because I want some nieve. Just order more than $10, and they'll be here.
Holy shit! Like,
And it's
fucking
fucking-
Postmates, huh?
Dude,
Like, walking over.
saving that money.
Hey,
that money.
man.
You just call them. It's like, we'll
Yeah.
be there in about an hour or something. We got to hit some spots.
Oh, damn, that's pretty sick.
But that's like the new generation kind of taking over their parents' business. Because I remember there was a girl that now she's the one that's taken over.
Oh,
You know, the mom used to just take them as little
Yeah.
kids and stuff. And
I mean, it's kind of it's a thing about modernizing. You got to modernize. You know, you gotta adapt to the technology that's coming out.
Hell yeah.
You know, I mean, these people were able to get their hands on like the fucking Square devices.
Oh, imagine.
Oh, we don't have money. Oh, I can
That's
take
cool.
card.
Some people got them. Some people got them.
You know, and it's like, dude, you know, that's cool. You're adapting to the situation, and at the end of the day, if you adapt, you're gonna get, you know, you're gonna get a step up.
You're gonna beat somebody else.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the one that we're gonna go to because you got I could tap. You know, I could tap my fucking card and get an elote.
Dude, it's
you know,
funny
like,
because I just learned that tapping on some cards. And I was like, dude, this is the best thing ever.
fucking tight.
Especially COVID times.
Yeah,
You don't gotta
fucking
swipe,
snap.
insert,
That's it.
like boom.
Take
like,
my money.
Like Apple Pay, right? Like
Apple Pay.
Pay with the card and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, dude. I mean, does that mean we've been for 123, right?
23 minutes.
23 minutes?
23 minutes.
Okay,
so.
cool. So I'm also wrapping up because I do got to start taking off.
Oh, okay. All right.
But again, I mean, thank you for letting me record this mini
dope,
introduction. Man. But Sergio, it was a really good time. The sun went just.
Man.
What am I trying to say? I'm in a little buzz right now.
Yeah. No, the sun went down.
The sun went down. It was a very beautiful view from over there.
Yeah, right. From it's great from here on Fridays. You can see the fireworks from Dodger Stadium.
Damn.
And stuff like that.
Damn, for real?
Yeah,
That's pretty
you can
sick.
see 'em. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, and I like the whole livelihood of this neighborhood. It's
never stops. Huh?
There's people
It's the beehive,
walking,
man.
people hustling.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think that's a very good, view of just how this community runs, you know?
Yeah, dude, Boyle Heights is a great place to grow up. And it's sad that it's become so expensive to move back here. But, you know, it's changing, but we're, you know, it's not changing that fast, thankfully. So we're still out here, and you could drink a beer out here, and your neighbors will come out and have one with you.
Damn,
and you can have
awesome,
a party
man.
until 4 a.m, and nobody will call the cops. And, you know, because they'll probably have a party Till 4 in the morning next week.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you kind of. I don't even know what I'm saying right now, but you
talk
know what
to
I
your
mean.
neighbors. Yeah, you get along, and the yin and the yang.
The yin and the yang,
There
dude.
you go.
And again, just balance.
Balance,
you
bro.
got to learn to balance, man. You can't be too much for one way or another because everything tips over eventually. You know.
Eventually,
So
it'll go.
Sergio, dude, it was great, man. Thank
Dude.
you for having me on your show as well.
It was great, man. It was great. Thank you for coming over here.
Yeah,
we'll do it again.
We'll do it again.
For
We
sure.
can set it
For
up.
sure.
All right, man. Everybody, peace.
Peace.
I got the cellar dripping, it be dripping. Don't hit on my line unless it's spit. Making pound moves all week, that's overtime. Rolling on my sleeve, I'm working all this overtime. Sonic boom like projectiles when I flex out. If you wanna cross me in peace, you can best snap. Microphone's my better half, it makes me feel like Mega Man. Shoot your shots at me now, those are hits you'll never land. Long reach, cause I'm fat but also slender, man. Catch yourself with bitter thoughts, you'll never be a better man. Throw you in a litter box, you're someone that I'm better than. Pumpgatto is the name and you best remember that. Hip-hop is a pissing match and I know I got competition. Throw me in the dark, I ain't tripping with this Gato vision. Instrumentals, I'm on your lap, Garfield on lasagna night. My people lay behind me, they to my left and on my right. I got the cellar dripping if you drip. Don't hit on my line unless it's big. Making pound moves all week, that's overtime. Rolling on my sleeve, I'm working all this overtime. Got the cellar dripping, it be dripping. Don't hit up my line unless it's big. Making pound moves all week, that's overtime. Rolling on my sleeve, I'm working all this overtime.
Said you can hate, but I'm refusing all labels though. How you gonna hate me when my love is unbreakable? I'm breaking through these chains of mental slavery. I'm making my way because of all of the people that made a way for me. Did you know the niggas yelling, wait for me? Hate to be the niggas living fast. I pace myself and move patiently. They tell me I'm ungrateful, but I'm gracefully and gratefully embracing these amazing things and praising what they bring to me. And thankfully I am embedded with a blessing, taking the English language and bending it to my preference. A diamond right in your presence. I'm a king among peasants. When I grab the beat and wreck it like Ralph, I get infectious. Yeah,
I got the cellar dripping if you drip. Don't hit on my line unless it's big. Making pound moves all week, that's overtime. Rolling on my sleeve, I'm working all this overtime. I got the cellar dripping if you drip. Don't hit up my line unless it's big. Making pound moves all week, that's overtime. Rolling on my sleeve, I'm working all this overtime. I got the cellar dripping if you drip. Don't hit up my line unless it's big. Making pound moves all week, that's overtime. Rolling on my sleeve, I'm working all this overtime. Got the cellar dripping if you drip. Don't hit up my line unless it's big. Making pound moves all week, that's overtime. Rolling on my sleeve, I'm working all this overtime.